Hey guys, Ben here giving you the surf forecast for this weekend. Looks like another wild blowy weekend here in Lahinch and pretty much all along the coast. Pretty massive swell coming in with Storm Dennis coming in. So where are we at? We're on 16 foot and 16 seconds for most of Saturday. That's a huge swell. Now it's southwest as well, so it's directly going to get into Lahinch, so it's going to be quite big. It's probably going to be double overhead with normal winds of 25 to 30 miles an hour, particularly in the morning, and then gusts of up to 45 as well. So pretty much close out day in Lahinch Beach. It's a lot of water moving around. That's the big issue. Even if you could get out and have a bit of a battle in the white water, the way the beach is set up at the moment with rips and currents and stuff, it's probably not worth your while. You'd put more fighting in than anything else. But if you were going to have a shot, it would probably be about 2 o'clock on Saturday. It's slightly lighter winds. It's only 24-mile-an-hour winds, but it's a huge, huge swell. If you're coming and you're thinking about renting, you want to have a bit of experience, and I will talk to you first to decide whether I'm going to go in or not. So if you want to give me a ring, maybe Saturday morning, because it will be a real touch and go kind of a day. Tides are good after about 12 o'clock. Now that's normal. Normally be about 11:30, but that swell is going to hold it in as well. So a real tricky day, probably not the best day to travel, to be honest with you. And then Sunday is even bigger. It's 20-foot surf, 22-foot surf by the afternoon. That's huge, huge swell, obviously. There's just going to be way too much water moving around. We're getting the full brunt of the storm, 40-mile-an-hour winds with gusts up to 60. So that's a closed day, really, to be honest. Because it's midterm, there's a few people around. Monday is very similar as well. It's big, it's 18 foot, 30-mile-an-hour winds with gusts of 45. Again, if those winds stay up there, probably won't happen. But later in the week does sort itself out a little bit. It's just a big stormy week. We're just getting constant swell battering us at the moment. So keep the head down, have a good weekend, enjoy Valentine's, and we'll talk to you next week.